Yes, my people, welcome to Bouncer YouTube channel. Now, listen, guys. First, like, subscribe, press that subscribe button. If you are watching this and you're not subscribed, press that subscribe button, guys, because obviously you can see I'm going through a little transition. I've made a return back into music, and this is where I've always needed to be. This is where I belong. Over 6 years experience, I'll say, from events, do you know what I mean? From doing events in Open Jail, 2016 till now, progressing, having that little break was needed, and now making a return that when the music scene is on a decline is very needed, because I want you lot to follow my journey, and I want to make sure that my resources and what I stand for is for the independent. It's for people, it's not for the labels, the industry, it's for the independent. Do you know what I mean? Create that whole, just create our own movement, our own lane. Like, do you know what I mean? And I feel like me being where I'm at and me having a platform, what I've got, and me being good at marketing and good at artist development and good at what I do, offering that to up and coming independent managers, up and coming managers to be, up and coming artists, do you know what I mean? Like independent artists, I feel like it's very important. So I'm taking my time with this. Obviously, I'm building up my academy. I'm making sure that what I'm doing, it makes sense, and I give value. I know you like watch. There's a lot of you like that watch my YouTube every time I drop videos, and I know that you lot are taking gems from it, this is what it's all about. But I think most importantly for me is our scene, our culture, when it comes to music, is not good. It's not in a good space, and there's a lot of things to blame. There's a lot of people to blame, not like individuals, but just models to blame. So I feel like if I'm that person that kind of is like, hey, I'm on this side, I'm gonna speak my mind, I'm gonna do what I do, I don't need to be invited to none of these industry parties or whatnot, you get me? Because the stuff that I'm gonna say goes against what's happening. And the people that are gatekeepers are going to be so upset because they then lose the power, because I give the power back to independent, straight. Like, I can create 100 great managers independently, and they end up learning and doing that, and they have artists very, very big, and that's then is a domino effect. That means we then put money back into our economy, our culture, the music scene. As we got, the odds are always against us. The official charts, they're not happy with our culture being in there. Just stop pop-ups. Okay, cool, we don't need pop-ups. Just not stop pop-ups, but just stop pop-up sales accounted as official. Do you know what I mean? Okay, cool, we don't need that. And for me, I'm here to get you guys rich, make you a lot of money. I've always been here to focus on capital. Forget about the clout, and we remember the clout. This is what, it kind of baffles me. Like, the clout is over earning an income. We need to make an income to keep and sustain and to develop as an artist. As soon as the income drops, then we can't put out the music and we can't build that residual income. Like, so we need to make it make sense here. But this is not about me. I'm just giving an insight. Obviously, I've got a few things in order. I think from August the 5th, that's when I really announce and my company will really be launched, and then I can start dropping some serious bombs and breaking down some serious things, what's going on. But until then, let's get into Chipmunk. Let's get into Chip. You get me? Because let me switch my camera here. Let's get into Chip. Okay, cool. Now, Chip is big shout out to Chip for firstly, the guy's been in the scene from the very start. You get me? He's seen everything come up, down, and he's always that person that always flipping providing advice. If you ever know the amount of advice that he gives to people behind the scenes, do that, or you should have done that. I've learned a lot from him, and he's done things just out of love. Like, you get me? He's done things out of love. So big shout out to Chip, man, 100 times. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's go to, obviously, this was a good interview. So if you haven't watched it,
how about getting your shipping rates calculated in
Sorry, guys, man. I need to buy this ad thing. You get me? It's jarring. You get me? I have to
30
just
seconds.
hold out for it. But
How about quick quotes?
if you haven't watched this, I think
SRB
like you need to go watch this. You need to go watch. You get me? Chip's interview with Posty GRM. You get me? It's very insightful, and you can hear his mindset. He don't really do much interviews, so it's a dope interview. He breaks down the issues that he had with, you get me, Bugsy Malone, which they're good peoples now. He breaks down obviously Youngin, Stormzy, you get me. Obviously Youngin and Chip, I know, like, boom, everything is calm. They've been in the same environments before, like, you get me, Youngin's my brother, and you get me, I'm happy that they're both grown. It will be good to see them on a song together, you get me, on a grown thing to show the up and coming, like, listen, we can sort out our differences. Same thing with Stormzy and Chip, you get me? I feel like no one hasn't been hurt. There's no one died. There's not, like, you get me? I hope both can be adults, like the role models that they are, and they can, get me, call it truths and show the people, like, yo, like, we can sort out our differences, because that's what we need to. That's what we need to be doing. You get me? Things happen online. We're in the public eye. You get me? Both sides feel like they're hard done by. You get me? And yeah, you get me? Big shout out to Stormzy, same way. You get me? The stuff that he's done, just him being in my documentary, like, I will always support both sides. You get me? I will never sit on the fence. That's just not me anyway. But this is about Chip. You get me? Chip's dropped his project. You get me? It's called Neighborhood with Nath Smalls. And guys, like I said, our culture. You get me? When you don't watch this, you probably got a couple more hours to get for them to chart. To be honest, we don't really care about the charting too much, but it's always good to show some flipping support, man. Show some support, man. Yeah, it's always good. Like, we pay the $9.99 or the $13.99 for Spotify monthly subscription to listen to their music, and we get other people so rich, you get me? But we don't want to put money into our people. Like, this is so important for us to do that. For me, it's like, look, we need to keep money inside. We need to keep money within ourselves. That's what we need. We need to keep money inside our culture so we can keep on pushing money with, and then it makes sense. But if we're putting so much money outside our culture, you get me, which we don't even know, yeah, the Netflix subscription, the Spotify subscription, bro, what money are they pushing into our culture? Tell me, like, please. So you see, when you see projects getting released, yeah, we need to be buying them. We need to be pushing that shit, you get me? Like, if you follow a person and you listen to their music, buy their project, don't stream it. Just buy it and then stream it, but purchase it. That project counts as one, you get me? And sometimes we need to, like, I will always, look, the UK official charts, yeah, is a facade, but at the same time, we need to kind of show these people, yeah, that, look, we're not going nowhere. You can try pop us down, but we're a unit, like, we're a community, you get me? So, for me, it don't cost me nothing to support. You get me? Especially independent and what, you get me? Just get behind this, guys. So in the description, or head to Chip's page or go to the stores and purchase the project. Last couple hours, you get me? If you're watching this, just purchase the project. I know you might be thinking, oh, what's that? What does that do for me? But trust me, you get me? Keeping money inside of our community does a lot, you get me? See, as a culture, we don't do that. If you go, the Asian community does that, the Jewish community does that. There's so much communities that do that, but us as a culture, we don't do that, guys. So please, you get me? That's just me saying my 2 pence, but let's go to Chip. Chip's been busy. He's been busy. He's been dropping left, right, and center, and he hasn't really dropped in a while. So he's been taking this very serious. So if you go, we type him in, we type in freestyle. He's been doing them all. He's been doing. You get me? You see, look, guy's been doing freestyles for many years. But look, flipping, he done the freestyle with Central C. You get me? He done this one. This one was a powerful one, powerful, and it was sick that Central C for Pinko signed it. You get me? Love that. You get me? Obviously. The song Off License was a dope one. It's right here. Off License song was dope one. Obviously, you got the legend. He called it Legend, DEE. You get me? Yeah, man. He's been working. There's been other singles. Let's go to them. This one dropped 2 days. This one dropped 2 days ago. This one's solid. This, you see this? This is like a album launch. You get me? Done a music video. Done a music video in the album launch. Solid. You get me? This is what it's about, man. The man them is in there. Get me? Branding, enjoyment. Let's just listen to a bit of it, man.
I see rappers getting crushed on their feature verses. Management should give them advice on who to work with. Spliff, drink, think when a problem surface. Tell a therapist, babe, this Henny working. Hey! Your career starts when you ain't hot on you and you ain't in your prime. Still, I got the juices coming like I'm KSI. Chippy shook a who on what day on any mic. A date getting top, the only time I get outshine. When niggas tell me roll safe, yeah, I really like that. Can't really roll.
Bro, I like the fact that everyone's here, they're supporting Chip, because there's certain weird things that people will do, like, you get me? They make it look like there's a divide, you get me? There's a divide, like, this is going on, so flipping, you lot are not invited, but man's invited, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't like that, man. But all people's trying to grow and progress, man, you get me? What?
Oh, safe, yes, really
it's one of them,
like
innit?
You're thinking that it's mic chat, no, I'm really like that. Swing at me in real life and you'll see what I'm. Music for the devils, Woo! This is chess, not checkers, but evil or live is still the same 4 letters. I conduct them, no choir, it's my choice if I'm quiet. For the time I spent in Tottenham, I start a riot, keep your industry love. I'm good with all the OGs, I don't mean industry ones. Said she'll never fuck a rapper, but wants me in her guts. Said I got #1s too, but I ain't industry hun. Check it. Chipper. Supporters on my case, they want a project on my own, but
and that's what it's about, man. It's literally about the support, man. Come on, man. We need to get behind this. We need to keep on supporting our culture. I mean, need to keep on growing. So yeah, man. It's good to see everyone here, man. And yeah, man. I just hate the vibes, man. Us as people, culture. You know how powerful we'll be. Woo. But we like to do things by ourselves.
With your bros, cash model to the zone, sell rap, split dough. They say it's lonely at the top, I say it's lonely on your own. Let's go.
Neighborhood out now, man. Make sure you go stream that. Make sure you go buy it, please.
First time I saw the gram, it was me and my brothers. Outside with the gang, it's just me and my brothers. Yeah. Me and my brothers. Me and my brothers. First time I hit the.
That was solid, man. Do you know what it is, my people? Like, we always look at the negative, and we always look at things like, oh, how can we put people down? You get me? But then it's like, if we don't help each other and we don't help each other progress and grow, and we don't do our bit, then how we meant to own market share? Like, how? Trust me, man. Like, the gaming world, man's in that world, and like I say, they're flying. And I'll always mention my 2 guys, Sam Ham, Tyrone 1MC, you get me? They've introduced me to that world, and I see the support that they do. So for us, it's like, what is going on here? Where's the support? But obviously, going on to Chips flipping, going on to his social media. Obviously, I would have liked to seen a link in the bio, guys. Marketing, this is what we need to do. We need to have a call to action for our supporters to go and do things. I know sometimes Chip's been in the game a long time, so for him, it's just dropping good music. It's not about where man can chart. Can we get a top 10? Can we get this? I know that's not for him. It's just giving the supporters what they need to see. But at the same time, we still need to just structure our market and make sure that there's a direct link for our supporters to go and support. I looked at his story today. I know that they're doing a few pop-ups, selling a few merch. I think that we need to be pushing merch, not even just on releasing projects. We need to be giving back more to our audience and just creating little things for our audience to do. I know that Chip does that. I think he done a cash motto event, and I know he pushes that event for his supporters to experience like litness with the man them and whatnot. But yeah, man. And yeah, check out his TikTok. He's been dropping some good stuff on TikTok. Artists that's been dropping many years. I know it's very hard to get the swing of things. That TikTok is the #1 place to be. It's not Insta, but I know that we put a lot of energy in Insta because we feel like we have enough more following. I'm fortunate enough to obviously start really focusing on TikTok. And my TikTok's passed my Insta, and I've just been I realized how powerful and how much reach you can get on Instagram and how much you can help other people. But yeah, man, just wanted to just do a little update. I didn't want to go the full ins and outs of Chips. He's done so much things, but I would just say as a bit of support, guys, link in description. Make sure you buy a neighborhood. Make sure you follow Chip. Make sure you follow Nave Smalls. And let me flip this camera, man, and just finish it. Like, guys, man, I've got some important things coming up. Really important things for up-and-coming artists, for up-and-coming managers, and I want to be that guy that brings in 500 up-and-coming managers that wants to be managers, and they go and do their own thing, but they know the business side of music. Because one thing I do hear, one thing I do know, every artist that and artists, it's very important to educate yourself. You lot might be thinking you can do this on your own, and which you can, but if you don't know the business side of music, you're not really gonna go nowhere, or you're gonna take L's or lose. You're gonna lose tens of thousands of pounds to learn the right method, and man's here to prevent that. You get me? So, like I said, from now until August the 5th, I've got a big announcement to make in terms of like I'm just going live with my whole business infrastructure, coaching, mentoring, and marketing. Do you get me? So what I would say is click the link in the bio, follow my free school community. There's like 1.6 thousand people in there. We're going to be doing quite a lot of things. There's going to be quite a lot of webinars. There's going to be a lot of talent, there's going to be a lot of opportunity, and there's going to be a lot. The most important thing is just going to be understanding and just knowing music. Get me? Like someone messaged me yesterday and said, do I have a link to these blog pages, and they want to spend £1,000 on these blog pages and blah, blah, blah. And I said to them, bro, like, you're looking for 3 posts to spend £1,000 and you're just going to release, bro, there's no development. Like, why, what do you think is going to happen from spending £1,000? Like, I'm going to do a lot of videos to break down the best way to spend your £1,000 when releasing a song or whatnot, because I feel like that's where we're lost at. You get me? And then when I suggest certain things, I'm going to speak to the team and get back to you. Bro, I've been there. I know it. I've wore the jumper. I know how to make money from music. I know how to develop artists. If you want to just spend your £1,000 for a clout thing, to post it on a blog page to see that you posted it, no one don't care. There's other ways to reap the rewards and make money from that £1,000. But yeah, man, make sure you like, subscribe. See you on the next episode. Peace.